Hello, it's Genuineness and we're back with another video. What are we doing today?
So continuing on with ads, we're going
Yeah.
to be taking a look at the ads from smaller parties
Oh, great.
that you should be taking interested in these elections.
Yes.
We are about 2 weeks away now,
Yeah.
2 weeks away from election day. Today we're going to be looking at the ActionSA ad,
Yeah.
and then you're going to tell me what you think about it. So let's just check out this clip first, and then you tell me what you think.
Okay.
Most politicians have lied to me. The ruling party made all kinds of promises. But while they get rich, we get nothing. Some parties speak of open borders. No. We can't have that. Other parties, they don't come here. They don't care about us. Only one man has ever done anything for our community. Herman Mashaba, Mr. Fix-It. As mayor of Joburg, he came and listened. He brought electricity to our community for the first time. He really cares. On the 29th of May, I'm voting for ActionSA because only action will fix South Africa.
So what's your thought on that ad right
Oh,
there?
wow. That's actually a very beautiful ad, to be honest. Like, so this is a point of view of somebody who has first-hand experience of what ActionSA has done for them, and particularly in the community.
So there's a couple of things that I like to take notes when I'm watching these ads, right? What's the atmosphere? What's the feeling that you get when you watch the ad, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why I was like so harsh on the EFF ad, because the EFF ad was like dark,
Yeah.
it was gloomy,
Yes.
like it wasn't inspiring.
This one is hopeful.
Yes.
It's like, oh,
So
wow.
look, if you look at the colors, very bright colors,
Yes.
like during the day, and
Yeah.
and you can see, okay, first he's speaking
Happy people.
yeah, very happy people. First he's speaking from a perspective of a poor person
Yeah.
living in a poor community.
Yes.
So a couple of things that he likes to, there's a couple of imagery there that's there. People washing themselves using sewage water. So the ad in itself, I like the aesthetic of it. It's bright, it's colorful,
Absolutely.
and that just gives you a feeling of hope, right? And then secondly, he speaks from a perspective of from a poor person living in a poor community,
Yes.
and tells you how ActionSA has helped that community.
Like, these are the things for me that stand out. Like, if your hands are tied, like, obviously they don't have big budgets, like, you know, like the ANC would have to help them in a great way. But if you can show what you're gonna do with less, then for me it is kind of an indication that you can probably do more with more. You know what I'm saying? Whereas instead of just saying, no, we don't have the money to do that, all the money belongs to the ANC and whatever. Whereas you're not showing, you know, you're not acting, you're not showing any action in the meantime as to, you know, with the little that you have, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
So this is a perspective of somebody living in a poor community, and a few things to take note of here is that he says that some parties don't even come here.
Other parties, they don't come here. They don't care about us.
This is one of the things that we were talking about when we said community presence is very important.
It's important.
Like, it's all well and good that you have posters everywhere,
Yeah.
and you have these ad campaigns on TV, and people hear you on the radio and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But if you're not there,
That
if you don't
means
have
nothing.
representatives there
Yes.
helping people and, you know, doing all that stuff, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can have the biggest campaign budget ever
Yes.
and have the best ads in the world and all the
Yeah.
posters everywhere.
You see, if you actually do something, you don't even need a big campaign budget.
Yeah.
You just need the people that you help
So if you
to
have
come and speak.
So if you target the poor and you just you spend most of your budget just making sure that you are visible in the community.
Yes.
You don't even need
You
to
don't even.
have ad
You can have
campaigns.
just a simple camera. Go to the places. You know. Ask the people. You know, or have somebody speak, just like in this case, and show some pictures of what you've done. You know. Done. And for me, like that's gonna mean something because you're doing something. You know what I mean? Like this for me appealed to me more than the ones that you could see had unlimited budget to do a lot of things and have fancy stuff. But this touches you more, doesn't it? Because you feel like, wow, this person actually is doing something.
Again, we've been saying this throughout this whole election campaign. Community presence
Is
the
important.
most important thing you
Absolutely.
can do to get votes.
People won't forget like what you do for them. Like they won't forget. They won't forget seeing you. And you can see like I feel like Herman, he even got himself that nickname of Mr. Fix It or whatever from the people, because people like they have that hope in that we know he's gonna fix it. We know he's gonna do something about that problem. Like for me, that's admirable. That's honestly admirable.
All in all, this was a good ad. Like I'd rate this even higher than the ANC ad.
Yeah,
I
because
really
there's
like
genuineness within this ad. That one is just more promises. That one was just a fancy ad on a good budget, and they just knew what to do was to talk positively, you know what I'm saying, and make promises.
So
You
the
know?
thing is with people is that I wasn't judging that ad based on whether
Yes,
if
on
it was
your new,
lies or
yes.
I was just judging it based on
On how good is it put
I'm a person
together.
who doesn't know what the ANC is and what they've done.
Yes.
I see this ad and do I get inspired to vote for them? That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know if whatever they've done because I just base it on that. And based on this ad as well, like I don't know anything about ActionSA. I see this ad for the first time. Am I inspired to vote for them?
Yeah.
This ad gives me that.
Yes.
I feel inspired.
This gives me raw. This gives me real. This one gives me that rawness. Like, hey, this is what this guy is doing for us, you know, and this is what this party is doing. This is why I'm gonna vote for them, you know. I believe in him. He's a down to earth guy. Like you can see there, he's not pulling up. You can see he's just pulling up like an ordinary person. Well, from what I'm seeing in there, he's not pulling up in wagons and fancy shit. Well, I don't know what car he pulled up in.
So just to touch on another point here that the ad had raised, that ActionSA is against open border policy.
Yeah.
So this speaks to a lot of South Africans who are against that policy, who are not comfortable yet with having South Africa have an open borders policy.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a dig at the likes
Yeah.
of the EFF.
Yes.
Because the EFF shout for open border policy the most.
Yeah.
That's a dig at them. And yeah, this speaks to those South Africans who are not comfortable with that policy,
Yes.
who don't like that policy. That's
Yeah.
probably the main reason why a lot of people are not voting for the EFF.
For the EFF, because you can see people's hearts are just pained by that. Like, I feel like a lot of people would be so openly willing to vote for the EFF. It's really just that part that leaves a bitter taste in a lot of people.
So Herman is also speaking to those people to say, yeah, if you're not happy with the
Here's a
open
home
borders,
for you. Here's a home for you.
I'm your guy. Yeah, but the main message of the ad is like the only way to fix SA is to take action, hence ActionSA, and it depicts that very well because he took action and provided electricity to a community that didn't have before.
Oh, yes.
So all in all, it's a good ad, and yeah, it inspired. If you didn't know about ActionSA and you saw this ad, I think you'd feel a bit more inspired to vote for them.
Yeah.
Specifically, if you're coming from a poor community and you want people to take more action in giving you services that you need, this touches you specifically.
Absolutely. And maybe those ones who are already certain that they're voting for ActionSA can maybe share with us like why, you know? Maybe they might have come across a lot more material that have put them in that position.
Yeah, so just to touch on this last point. So a lot of people feel like you're gonna be wasting your vote.
Yeah, you
voting
can't help but feel like that. Like,
for a smaller
damn,
party.
I'm gonna waste my vote. Then now you feel obliged to sort of vote for one of these big ones because, like, because you feel like, my vote's not gonna make a difference.
Just on that, like at some point the DA was a small party. At some point the EFF was also a small party, and it grew over time. So you must also give these smaller parties that leeway as well, that chance to grow as well. If you see a small party and they have good candidates, they have good policies that resonate with you specifically, and you want to see that candidate in parliament fighting for those policies, then vote for them. Like, don't be afraid to be like, my vote is gonna go to waste. What if this person doesn't even make it to parliament?
Yeah.
What if this person what if this party only gets 1 or 2 seats?
Yeah.
It's still, you can still,
It's still something.
yeah, that party can still do something with those 2
Something with
seats.
those 2 seats.
So give these smaller parties also a chance to grow, and these smaller parties have something to prove as well.
Yes.
So over the next couple of years, they're gonna be the ones pushing the most for service delivery and all that kind of stuff like that, because they also want to grow into big party. So yeah, ActionSA is one of the smaller parties that is growing quite well, and it's one of the parties that is expected to get a couple of seats in parliament. So those people who are planning to vote for ActionSA, please let us know in the comments why you plan to vote for them.
Yes.
And we can have this discourse in the comments. And those people who are not planning to vote for ActionSA, you guys can also let us know why you wouldn't vote for ActionSA based on what you've seen so far.
Absolutely.
But yeah, let us know what you think about this whole situation.
Yeah, let us know.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And keep watching. Goodbye.
We'll check you guys in the next one.